Have you ever noticed how your mood can feel like unpredictable weather? Sunny one moment, stormy the next? While everyone experiences emotional shifts, for 2.8% of Americans, these changes represent something far more serious than typical feelings. Bipolar disorder extends beyond everyday mood fluctuations. It's a significant mental health condition affecting millions worldwide, often hiding behind symptoms we might mistake for personality traits. In this video, we're breaking down the critical differences between normal mood changes and this frequently misunderstood condition, helping you understand what these distinctions really mean. Have you ever heard someone say, "I'm so bipolar," after changing their mind about lunch plans? This casual misuse of a serious medical term reveals how deeply misunderstood bipolar disorder truly is in our society. While we might laugh off these comments, they contribute to a dangerous misconception about a condition that dramatically alters lives. Bipolar disorder is not simply being moody or indecisive. It's a condition where the brain's own wiring malfunctions, creating distinct episodes that transform not just emotions, but a person's entire experience of reality. What makes this disorder particularly challenging is how it fundamentally alters thought patterns, energy levels, and behavior in ways the person cannot control. When most of us experience mood changes, they're temporary reactions to daily events, feeling disappointed or excited in response to circumstances. With bipolar disorder, these states exist on an entirely different scale, persisting for weeks or even months with little connection to actual circumstances. Unlike typical emotional responses that make sense in context, bipolar episodes often arise without external triggers, creating prolonged periods where a person becomes almost unrecognizable. During manic phases, the elevated mood might initially seem positive: increased energy, less need for sleep, feelings of euphoria. But this heightened state quickly becomes dangerous as judgment becomes impaired. Someone who is typically responsible might suddenly max out credit cards, engage in risky behaviors, or make wildly unrealistic plans. These aren't simple bad decisions. They represent behaviors completely out of character, driven by neurochemical changes beyond conscious control. The depressive phase is equally devastating. It's not mere sadness, but what many patients describe as a paralysis of will, an apt description that captures how profoundly incapacitating this phase can be. Simple tasks like getting out of bed or making a phone call become insurmountable challenges as the disorder affects not just mood, but motivation, energy, and basic functioning. When people casually misuse the term bipolar, they trivialize this clinical reality. Bipolar disorder includes three main classifications, each representing distinct patterns rather than simply different severities. Bipolar 1 features full manic episodes that may require hospitalization, while Bipolar 2 involves less severe hypomanic episodes alternating with significant depression. Cyclothymic disorder presents as chronic but less intense mood fluctuations that persist for at least 2 years. Beyond those clinical categories we just explored lies an often overlooked aspect of bipolar disorder: the subtle warning signals that precede full episodes. What if you could spot an oncoming episode days or even weeks before it fully takes hold? For many people living with bipolar disorder, early recognition can be the difference between maintaining stability and experiencing potentially devastating disruptions to their lives. Most people assume bipolar episodes appear suddenly, like a light switch flipping. In reality, both manic and depressive episodes typically begin with subtle changes that initially resemble ordinary mood fluctuations, quiet signals that something is beginning to shift before the storm arrives. The challenge is that these initial changes can be deceptively positive, especially with approaching mania. You might notice increased energy, enhanced creativity, or unusual confidence, changes that seem beneficial at first. Who wouldn't want to feel more productive or creative? This makes early manic symptoms difficult to identify as problematic. By the time these symptoms intensify, significant damage may already be occurring. Mental health professionals use the DIGFAST framework to identify developing manic episodes. Think of it as your emotional dashboard warning lights, alerting you before a breakdown occurs. It stands for distractibility, where attention jumps between topics; impulsivity in decisions; grandiosity or inflated sense of abilities; flight of ideas with racing thoughts; activity increase beyond normal levels; sleep decrease without fatigue; and excessive talkativeness. Several of these appearing together serve as a critical early warning system. Depressive episodes have their own subtle beginnings: changes in sleep patterns, gradual withdrawal from enjoyable activities, or new difficulty concentrating. What distinguishes bipolar depression from ordinary sadness is the physical dimension: noticeably slowed movements, crushing fatigue that rest doesn't remedy, and significant changes in weight or appetite. These physical symptoms indicate something more serious than everyday sadness. Family members and close friends frequently notice these subtle shifts before the person experiencing them becomes aware. This makes educating loved ones about specific warning signs crucial for managing bipolar disorder effectively. The people closest to you become essential early detection systems when properly informed about what to watch for. To transform this knowledge into practical action, create a personal relapse signature, a documented pattern of your unique early warning signs. Start by keeping a simple daily log noting sleep patterns, energy levels, mood changes, and communication styles. Include specific behaviors others have observed before previous episodes, such as changes in spending habits. This personalized profile helps both you and your support network identify episodes before they fully develop, potentially preventing serious disruptions to your relationships and well-being. Now that you understand how to track your personalized relapse signature, let's tackle a critical misconception that might be undermining your treatment success. What if the medication-only approach many doctors prescribe is actually missing nearly half of what could help you achieve stability? There's an essential treatment equation that changes everything about managing bipolar disorder effectively. The truth is, while pills form the foundation of bipolar treatment, relying solely on medication is like trying to drive a car with just an engine but no steering wheel or brakes. You need all components working together. Medication powers the system, therapy provides the steering to navigate challenges, and lifestyle management serves as your brakes when warning signs appear. Research consistently demonstrates that a prescription alone rarely delivers optimal outcomes. Many patients get caught in a frustrating cycle of trying medications, experiencing limited benefits or troubling side effects, and eventually abandoning treatment altogether. Medications like lithium or risperidone work to correct neurochemical imbalances in your brain, but they can't teach you how to recognize triggers, manage stress, or maintain healthy routines. Finding the right medication often involves challenging trial and error periods with side effects like weight gain or cognitive fogginess. Many patients also fall into the dangerous pattern of discontinuing medication during stability, frequently leading to relapse. This is where specialized psychotherapy approaches become essential companions to medication. Cognitive behavioral therapy helps you identify and challenge distorted thoughts accompanying bipolar episodes. Interpersonal and social rhythm. Therapy establishes consistent daily routines that stabilize your biological rhythms, something medication alone cannot provide. Lifestyle factors dramatically influence your condition even when medication compliance is perfect. Sleep disruption can trigger episodes. Chronic stress can overwhelm medication's protective effects. And substance use can destabilize your mood while interacting dangerously with prescriptions. Emerging research also suggests nutrition and structured exercise programs can serve as powerful complementary approaches. The comprehensive approach makes a substantial difference. Studies show people receiving both medication and appropriate psychotherapy experience 30 to 40% fewer relapses than those on medication alone. Beyond just avoiding episodes, these patients report significantly better quality of life. They're not just surviving with bipolar disorder, they're thriving despite it. The most successful treatment strategies involve what specialists call a multimodal approach, a personalized combination of medications, therapy techniques, lifestyle management strategies, and support systems working together to address your unique biology, psychology, and life circumstances. A complex condition that requires thoughtful understanding. With appropriate care, the journey towards stability is absolutely achievable. Experts emphasize that destigmatizing bipolar disorder leads to better treatment outcomes and encourages those suffering to seek help. Behind every diagnosis is a person deserving dignity and support. By educating ourselves, we create a society offering understanding rather than judgment and comprehensive care rather than simplistic solutions. Has this changed how you view mental health conditions? Share your thoughts below. Knowledge transforms perception into compassion, and that's where healing begins. Subscribe for more insights that help us better support those around us.